the sacral chakra is where you can really experience joy. Is that right, or am I off on that?
Absolutely. It's all about sensations. It's all about emotion. It's about pleasure, sensuality, how you take it in, how do you relate all of those feelings with other people outside of your tribe, how do you express your emotions and your creativity, but also with your pets, your friends, and your enemies as well. I feel like it's just all tied in, but it's such a great, I mean, it's the home of sensuality, and it's being able to express it freely without being repressed. And there's so many ways that you can tell when your sacral chakra is in balance. I mean, you feel unemotional, or you have an excessive sex drive. Anybody who has any form of sexual addiction or sexual tendency to just like want to overdo it should definitely get their sacral chakra checked out. I mean, you yourself can do it. You don't have to go to anyone professional and be like, check my shit out, but check yourself. You know, it's really about doing the self-work. You tend to be either hypersensitive, or you tend to just like not have any emotions at all whatsoever. Your social skills are lacking. You feel very guarded, and you feel like you don't know how to express yourself sexually and sensually, but you also feel some form of guilt when you are expressing. And that's definitely something that I've experienced. I grew up in a very, very strict family, with my grandmother being super strict and very, very old school, and that just kind of like didn't allow me growing up to really express the sensuality that I had, or the sensuality that I felt. Didn't allow me to express my emotions, and that in return didn't allow me to express my creativity. It blocked my creativity. And there was times where I was able to kind of like, there has been times where I felt my sacral chakra in alignment, and I'm super creative, and I'm just like going for it, and I wear what I want because it feels good, and I don't care what anybody says, and I'm just really, really comfortable with myself. And then there's moments where I know my sacral chakra needs to just like, you know, it needs some tending to, and it's some TLC, because I feel like my emotions are out of whack, and you know, it could be any form of emotion. It could be crying, it could be laughing, it could be anger. All of those are connected with your sacral chakra, and being able to express them freely and in a subtle way without having to overdo it, that correlates with having a very healthy sacral chakra. And I think that we've all been on either end of the spectrum. I think that we've all been in a place where we're just feeling like overjoyed. We're like, everything's perfect. The world is great. Yes, you know. And then there's moments where you're just like, oh my God, I woke up and I'm like crying, and I just had the best date ever, but I don't know what I'm crying, and I just feel like I can't like express myself, and I don't know, you know, how to express myself, and I'm blocked creatively. So
it kind of just explained quarantine. Like, quarantines basically took people's second chakra, and it was like a 1-2 punch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. After you kick your muladhara, it's like right next to your fucking sacral chakra. It's like, oh, you're next.
Yeah. You know, I think that's so important to talk about too, because I think a lot of times people right now might be beating themselves up because they're like, oh, I have this time. Why aren't I more creative? Why haven't I done more with this time that I've had? And I think that it could be because that root is like out of balance, and we're not feeling safe. We're not feeling secure. We're in a time of uncertainty and
fear.
Whew.